Paltz Farmers Market is a tradition at the school that has been around for about a decade. It focuses on locally sourced food and businesses and strives for sustainability and eco-friendly practices. We were lucky enough to meet and talk with Billy Golan, the head of the market.
My name is Billy Golan. I have been the SUNY New Paltz Farmers Market manager for about 3 years, since 2015. The girl that graduated from SUNY New Paltz, her name is Caitlin Van Pelt. She actually created the conception of the farmers market on campus in, it must have been around 2007 or 8, because it was around the same time that Students for Sustainable Agriculture was forming. And so she really advocated for a campus market, because a lot of times there's a lot of town markets that students don't really have access to, they can't get to. She called me one summer because she was on tour with her band and they had an accident. She hurt her back, so she couldn't do it anymore. And she called me and basically asked if I would take over the whole thing for her. I took it on completely. There had been a lot of things that weren't planned that I had to get into. So I had to start networking and outreaching with farms and local vendors. I have the power to dictate who should be at the market, as close as we can possibly to sustainably oriented businesses, local farmers and vendors, and then it has a bit of a philanthropic feel to it, because there's there's student organizations that come and table as well for their fundraisers.
The foundation of the market stems from its vendors. They offer an array of products from food to jewelry to t-shirts and more. These vendors thrive off their tabling and love to talk to students, passerby, and luckily, us.
Well, my name's Val, and this is Orion Jewelry Design. It's been my business for about 5 years and my full-time job for the last 3 years or so.
I work for Gray Mouse Farm, which is in Socrates, New York.
How's it going? I'm Jack, and I'm tabling right now for Hippies for Hope, which is an organization. All the proceeds go to children in Tanzania to bicycle supplies and stuff. We also donate part of it to local hospitals as well.
My name is Rob. We sell bread, pastries, bagels, books.
I went to SUNY New Paltz, so during my time at school I was always making stuff on the side, but now since graduating it's my full-time gig. It's been going well.
We make tie-dye shirts, and we make stickers and designs and stuff. Here's an example of a sticker.
Sell to hydrated snacks, jams, jellies, pickles. We are also part of Taste of New York on the Thruway, so that means we support local. And our venison sticks are from Highland, our popcorn is from Albany, cookies from Chatham. So it's all part of supporting local farmers.
Been a number of years. It's a nice community here, great vendors, great people here, so it's one of the places I like to be.
Tabling is a lot of fun. I actually, I'm new to Hippies for Hope. I just started, and it's a great way to meet people and see the New Paltz campus and talk to the other owners or people in the clubs who are also tabling and get to know about things that are happening in New Paltz, in the campus and around town. And yeah.
Well, I think everyone should eat healthier and have a local and support it compared to our chain stores, which I kind of try to stay out of and support local as much as possible.
I think there's a lot of really great local vendors that are here, and just to be able to interact with them and see what they're up to and how they approach things, and also to have the students be able to see members of the community and what they're up to and kind of bridge that gap.
I definitely agree with small businesses. I'm definitely for small businesses, because I feel especially in a community like this, a smaller town, you need local businesses to thrive. Not everyone's gonna work at a big corporation or fucking Walmart or Stop and Shop or anything. So that's why the smaller businesses need to be here, so that everyone can be able to thrive and make goods and sell their products.
Students find the farmers market to be an extremely beneficial way for them to shop while being mindful. It's a great way to get quality products that they can trust.
Well, I like that it's a place put right in one of the busiest places on campus that sells organic products and things made by local farmers and other people here. And it really makes you think about being environmentally conscious. When that's usually not the first thought in your head when you wake up in the morning. So it really puts you on that space that, oh, this is possible. Like, I don't have to go buy fast food every night because I am really fucking broke. So
the farmers market that's at SUNY New Paltz is really great because it brings a lot of local farmers and local business in, and it's not outsourcing to big companies that might not be taking the care to not have pesticides and be having fair practices. It's people you can trust.
Yeah, I think the farmers market does a good job at teaching students the accessibility of like local food sources, and it helps out the local economy because it's all like businesses in this area.
The Farm Fest is an annual event on campus that brings together the traditions of the market in a fun, eventful way. Students gather around music, a fun atmosphere, and vendors that sometimes only come once a year.
So Farm Fest has been a growing venture every year. It's hosted by Students for Sustainable Agriculture, and since I've been a part of the market and I've been part of SUSAG, we've kind of turned it into like a larger glorified farmers market on the quads. So we have all the usual, most of the vendors from the farmers market, and then additional businesses like students that make jewelry or people from town that like make healing salves and oils and like tea herbs and stuff like that. We also have a lot more clubs selling and fundraising for their endeavors, and we have music all day. So we had a really good lineup this year. Danielle Bedio is VP of SUSAG, and she was in charge of the music.
So my name's Molly Seiden, and my organization is the International Socialist Organization. And we love the farmers market. It's great for our exposure as a club on campus, and it's a great way to get all of our literature out. So like if like advocacy groups were in one section, and then like maybe like vendors were in an area, so people knew where to go to discuss different topics. Maybe if it was organized like that, it would be better, but like it's just great in general.
We should get some more food. Yeah, I feel like that draws people in.
Sustainability means to me, and probably the ISO, that we need not put the onus on individuals as much as really critiquing these like corporations that are emitting so much disgusting shit into the air and dumping disgusting shit into the water and don't care about recycling and don't care about all the things. So sustainability means to me like building a movement to really attack those systems that are like making this world disgusting.
The farmers market to me is inspiring and beautiful and welcoming.
So sustainability to me means that you can use something, use a function, and not have it degrade for the next person afterwards. So like if you want to talk about sustainability of the earth, the UN defines it as using resources and making sure that there's enough for future generations. In terms of the market, it's, in terms of carbon footprint, you're going to reach ultimate sustainability as you think locally as possible. And when we ship in food and products from halfway across the world, that's a lot of food miles, that's a lot of fossil fuel that we're using, and also a lot of chemicals that they put in food so that they can prepare it for packaging and transport. And then when you support local, you're just cutting that stuff out. You can buy fresh from the farm so that they don't have to have trucks transport it 1,000 miles, or they don't have to pump it with nitrogen in order to have it ripen on the trucks. And so a big part of sustainability is to think and act locally.
Sustainability is important for the market, for the people that run it and the people that benefit from it. The ability to be self-sufficient and to minimize the negative impact we have on the earth is essential in order to thrive as a species. So go save some gas money, and the next time you need to do some shopping, head on down to the market.
Here the longest man, and you ain't leaving without a fight. Ooh, jewelry restaurant. Ooh, jewelry restaurant. You won't find another on any block, because this one here